and welcome back to a tactical video from me. This one has been highly demanded, so we're going to get through this one, and we're taking a look at Roger Schmidt, who is Benfica's manager, and just showing you why he is so good and why it suits Benfica down to a T, and the previous success he has had with PSV. So let's get straight into the video, show you what we've done, what we've created, and show you how deadly this tactic actually is. So as you can see there, we have won the Portuguese top division. We actually flew it as well. 16 points clear there from rivals Porto and Sporting. So it's very good to see. David Nunes also goes 21 goals, so did Ramos. You'll see what happens with them and why they get them goals as well from us as well. Mario with the highest rated of the team, which is nice to see as well. And Antonio Silva in the pass completion. Once again, you'll see in the tactic why that's happening. And Rafa gained 23 assists, which is quite incredible. But one of the main things that you want to see is we've scored 83 goals this season and only conceding 21, the best of both of the leagues as well. So best goal scoring and best of conceding, which also goes in favour of us and why potentially we won the league. But how did we win the league? Did we win it in style? We absolutely did. We actually went through the whole season and we didn't lose a game. The tactic was undefeated in the Portuguese league, which is absolutely bonkers. Now, I know Benfica have got a very strong side. Enzo Fernandez is in there. A lot of all different players that are really good players in there. But there is some teams in this Portuguese league that are offering a challenge. But to us go the whole season without losing in the league, absolutely madness. Love it, and I'm just happy that this worked. So a couple of things on the XG, as you can see there. Just look at that. That is mind-blowing on the attacking team there. We just out-destroy the rest of the league in everything, apart from shots on target ratio. It is crazy. So we're averaging a 2.44 goals, which is great to see. Expected goals was 2 as well. So we're always around the expectation of the goals that we have as well. Managing 18 shots per game, which is bonkers as well. Making all them dribbles of 19 as well. Cross completion of 17%, which is nice. Pass completion, 89%, guys. 89% pass completion. That is absolutely ridiculous. Fouls against per game as well was 19. So what we are doing is we are frustrating the oppositions so much. They're giving these fouls away. They're lunging in. They're trying to get the ball back off us, and it's just not happening. And they're conceding fouls against us, which is brilliant to see. And then if I have a look quickly at the defending one, we're only conceding a 0.62 per game, but we are expected to concede 1 goal a game. But when you got a 2.44 goals per game compared to the 1, you always got to come out happy as Larry. Tackles attempted per game, we were very low of them, 18%. We kind of just force the opposition to make the mistakes. As you'll see, the tactic, it proves that as well. But our tackles win ratio is higher than the league, which is lovely to see at 77.76% compared to the rest of the league. It's just a little bit lower. So the fact that we're not putting the tackles in, we're actually winning the tackles though. So that's always an important thing. Interceptions are 26, a little bit down on the league, where the league is sitting at 29, but only 3. Not really too much of a threat about there. Blocks per game is low purely because we don't allow them to get into our box. We get the ball back off them before that hand as well. And also there you can see clearances per game is going to be low as well with just 7, where the average of the league is set at 13. But once again, we don't let them into our position to get them shots off. So that is absolutely fine. I'm happy with that. And fouls made is 7. So we're actually below as well because the average for the league is 12. So we're actually below the fouls, which shows that we're not actually lunging in and making silly challenges. We're actually making clever challenges and getting the ball back and winning the ball back at good positions. Once again, if I come back to this competition, when you can see there, we won the league. Europe, a little bit off the boil there. We got knocked out of the Europa League as well by Freiburg. Not too happy about that. But we did win the Portuguese League Cup. We got knocked out in the semi-finals with Porto, but we did really well in the domestic cups. Europe was just a little bit of a struggle. We did get 2 wins in our Champions League, and one of them was against Barcelona. So kudos to us there for getting the win against Barcelona. Just a little bit too short, and losing away from home to Dynamo was not good. But if I show you a couple of the results here and just show you how we went on. So a poor draw at the start of the season, but we did have to play Monaco in the start to try and qualify for the Champions League, which we did. We beat them 2-0, and then away from home we lost 2-1, but we did get through there with the goals aggregate there. But we did actually qualify for the Champions League, and to be fair, we took a big scalp there with Monaco. I was quite happy with that. Started the league with 2 draws, I was a bit, oh no, here we go. But we hadn't conceded a goal, so I was happy with that. And then we went on the run here here, just getting that win in the Champions League against Stronggrass in the next qualification, and we just absolutely destroyed them. And then we went on our run of in the league. So Viz we beat 2-1, we beat Braga 4-3 as well. Then we went and beat Rio Avenue 7-1. Milan just turned it up, beat us 3-0, which is understandable. They're a good side. Then we had a very good home run of 5 games on the bounce, which we won every single one of them, getting a 7-0 as well in the league. Good stuff there. We did lose to Dynamo, like I said, away from home, which was not good, but we did come up and start winning back away from home as well, which was good in the league. Barcelona beat us 3-0 away. And then we went on our good run of pretty much not losing all the way up until the 25th of January, but that was in the Super Cup semi-final. We lost to Porto 1-0, unfortunately. Still getting good results all the way down there. Victoria as well, we got a 3-0 win against them, which is a massive result for us, just coming down. And then there we are. We lost here against Freiburg. They beat us 5-4 away from home, 1-1 at the home, but unfortunately a 5-4. A lot of goals in it there, but just not good. But we did end the season quite comfortably as well, getting wins against Braga. So Clara in there as well. Familia Cat, we got a 2-1 win over. Also, we got a win against Sporting 2-1, which is huge. We beat Porto in the final, so that's a massive result for us as well. How did we get on against Porto in the league? We drew 1-1 with them, and also, how else did we get on with them? Surely we played them twice. Porto we beat 3-0 as well. Sorry, yeah, miles away there. So we did get some good results in the end of it. So you're going to look at me and go, Tick, well, how does this tactic work? How is it? What is it doing? Let's get into the tactics and just show you what Mr. Schmidt was all about. And this is it, guys. It's a 4-2-3-1. He does play a 4-2-3-1. It's kind of a bit more of an aggressive 4-2-3-1 as well. He's kind of trying to get the ball back, a bit of a gegenpress, if you will, but he also allows them to press and just attack the flow and just create triangles each and single way to allow them to get a pass on, move it, and just dribble the ball. You can see there of Neres, Draxler, and Raffia all as that attacking threat in the centre there, which is brilliant to see. And they're all very strong players. All can run with the ball, all can distribute the ball as well, and all can find the back of the net. So, as you can see, Rafa did get a 23 assists this season, playing as a winger on attack. So, it worked out very well for him there as well. So, pretty much what we did, we played as a sweeper keeper on defence, just to try and mop up anything there. Don't want to go too crazy. That's why he's only on defence. 2 fullbacks, Grimaldo and Gilberto. Also, these guys are on dribble more and get further forward. Both sides are on there as well, because I want them pushing up and getting involved with the attack. So that's why they are there as well. The centre-halves are just normal, but marked tighter on both of them. Now, Mario has just got tackle order as that DLP locking in there. And you also have Fernandez, who I have pass it shorter and dribble more with. So I just want him to get the ball down, run with it, and look for the passes either side, short passes. Don't want him moving the ball up. It's not the style of football. We're trying to create triangles, pass and move up the field as we pass the ball. We have Rafa over here as well. Literally nothing on him. Just do as he is told. We also have Drax on here because he's playing as an attacking AM. He is to get further forward up the field as well. And then you have Neres here, who does sit a little bit narrow, and you can see we've hitched this on now, you can see how they just sit a little bit closer as well. They kind of go into 3 AMs as well as 2 wider players of the wingers, so they do sit in a little bit narrow as well sometimes, and they do push out when they need to. So there is option to sit in and push out when they need to as well. And then we have Ramos up here as a complete forward, who's just basically got the same as a normal complete forward would have on there. No instructions on him whatsoever. So we play a more positive style of football. We don't go quite attacking, we don't go balanced as well. We play in a little positive style of football there. We do overlap left and right, like we say. We get them players further forward, get it up the field, push them up, try and get them involved. We do have them passing shorter and a higher tempo, just to try and get that ball a little bit further up the field and just pass and move smartly as they're in their triangles moving up the field. And we also run at the defenders as well, try and get the ball forward and just boost away from them and just allow gaps to be created in their defensive line as they're marking the players and pushing them out. That's what we want to see there. Then when we go into our transition, we counter press and counter whilst also taking short kicks. You'll see that they do offer these short kicks. They all drop back, the defenders do, to try and take the ball off the goalkeeper a little bit short to allow the ball to be played out shortly and just passing around. You'll hear me say that quite a lot. So we just take shorter kicks on that one and we distribute it to the fullbacks and the centre off. And then we have a high press with a standard line of defensive line. And what we do have much more press often whilst preventing the goalkeeper distribution short. So we're really up that field when we need to, but the defensive line kind of knows where they've got to stand, so the ball over the top doesn't quite get them. But as you see, Antonio Silva has been absolutely phenomenal for us with this one, and he's kind of like one of the standout players. He isn't quite the fastest of players there, but he is a youngster just coming through the rankings, and he's unbelievable. You can see his determination, composure, and anticipation all on the rise as well with this guy. So he's absolutely phenomenal, and he's brilliant at what he does. But that's kind of the tactic, how it flows, guys. You can see it's a gegenpress, but not as an intense gegenpress. There is a lot of closing down this ball. There's a lot of getting it, and there's a lot of passing movement as well with them. So you can kind of see just how it really works, and especially in the Portuguese league, putting a lot of pressure on players is going to cause big mistakes, and that's what you kind of saw with the stats as well, guys. There wasn't many interceptions or fouls given. We kind of let them make the mistakes by putting the pressure on them and allowing us to push up and try and move the ball through. So I'll just show you a couple of goals from how the tactic works and just what is going on with the bad clearance from the goalkeeper, which we just pick it up there. Enzo, he's going to get on the ball, does well in the centre midfield, gives it to João Mario, using the wingers out there as well. That's Rafa out there as the attacking winger as well. He's going to push in, try and get the ball in, which is a great ball. Ramos is there over the top, and then Mario, who started the attack, gets into the box. That's a DLP as well, but because we've got them playing a little bit more positive, they get further forward up. He also does get a penalty, which sends the goalkeeper completely west, which we love to see. Great composure there from him. But another one where we start from the back. The defenders have got the ball, short passing all the way through, high tempo, moving that ball around, try and find the right pass as Ramos is in acres of space, rifles the ball in. Goalkeeper stood no chance, and also neither did Porto. This one comes from a throw-in set piece. It's going to be Grimaldo up there as well. We have told him to kind of overlap, so he is still getting involved in the game, and he is really dangerous when he wants to be in there as well. Simple passing, short passing again, passing movement beautifully. Rafa back stick as that attacking winger, getting further forward up the field, which he has in his instructions to get further forward, finds the pass and gets it away. Set piece is going to come in for Sporting, though. That's how we're going to concede. When you're only conceding set piece goals, that's kind of just, you've got to work on that in training more than anything. But another set piece from us, as in a throw-in, while Wirt's goal as Musa gets the ball in, whipped it in, and Neres is there as that inverted winger at the back stick, nice and easy, cutting in. So that's the tactic, guys, and I kind of thought about other teams. I was like, who else can we run this with just to give it a test? And I thought, you know what? RB Leipzig would be a very good side for this. So let's have a test and let's check out how we got on with RB Leipzig using this tactic. We ran the tactic with RB Leipzig and we won the league. 84 points, 10 points away from Bayern Munich, and we only lost 2 games the whole season, scoring 82 goals, which is pretty much 20 more than anyone else. And then we only conceded 23 goals for the whole season. Our 2 losses come from Schalke and Hertha Berlin, which is a little bit disappointing because we can beat them sides. I know that, but the tactic works phenomenally. And you can see there, only losing 2 games the whole season. Absolutely marvelous. And there you go, guys. It is exactly the same tactic that I was using in the Benfica one. And you can see there, we got Silva on 27 goals. Dani Olmo got us the magical 17 assists there. We were the best team in scoring, the best team in conceding, and we were actually quite down on yellow cards. I'm normally in the hundreds of yellow cards, so this tactic is brilliant for me because it lowers down the amount of yellow cards it is as well. But guys, the link down below is going to be of this tactic. Let me know how you get on with it. Let me know how it's doing. If you do well with it, it'll be appreciative. Find out how it actually does do for me. But guys, you've been awesome. Thank you very much for clicking on this video and checking it out. If you want to see me live, I'm live over at Twitch, www.twitch.tv/take147 for more live content like this that I throw out. We've currently got a Stoke save on there where we need a little bit of saving. This tactic might get used. Just so you know, this tactic might get used. But guys, you've been absolutely awesome. Thank you for clicking on the video, turning a little part of your day watching my content. It means absolute world to me. It's much appreciated. I'll catch you all next time. Much love and bye-bye.